The real-life gangster who inspired Marlon Brando's voice in The Godfather. Marlon Brando's performance in The Godfather is one reason why the gangster movie is heralded as a classic, and his unmistakable voice was based on a real-life mob boss. The cast of The Godfather is one of the best ever assembled, with Al Pacino, James Caan, Robert Duvall, Diane Keaton, and more, all at the peak of their powers. Still, it's Brando who often steals the show, and he's the one who was awarded the Oscar for Best Actor, despite his limited screen time in The Godfather. Francis Ford Coppola's masterpiece has often been praised for its portrayal of organized crime. Mario Puzo's novel was considered so accurate that he had several real-life gangsters approaching him and asking him if he had any mob ties. The movie continues this streak of authenticity in many ways, one of which is Brando's performance as Vito Corleone. He studied the tics and mannerisms of many infamous gangsters to ensure that his portrayal of Don Corleone struck the right tone. The fact that The Godfather is often ranked as Brando's best movie highlights the effectiveness of his efforts. In Peter Cowie's book, The Godfather Treasures, the official motion picture archives, he described how Brando listened to Joseph Valachi's testimony in front of the Godfather committee, and it inspired some aspects of his voice for Vito Corleone. Valachi was a member of the Genovese crime family, but he agreed to break the sacred code of Omerta and testify about the Cosa Nostra before a Senate committee. His hearing was the first time that the American public learned details of the inner working of the mob, and it's fair to say that The Godfather wouldn't exist without this information. The Valachi hearings are available to watch on YouTube, so fans of The Godfather can trace the origins of Vito Corleone's unique voice. This reveals that Brando still brought plenty of his own ideas to the voice. What he took from Valachi could be the gangster's incredible sense of control and poise. He commands the entire room when he speaks, and he even comes across as quite likable, even when he's speaking about some grisly matters. Valachi never gets excited, and he always speaks at his own pace, just like Vito. There's always a debate among fans over which of the Godfather movies is the best. One thing that weighs in favor of the first movie is Brando's performance. He brings a remarkable presence to the role of Vito Corleone, exerting a lot of power without the script ever calling for too much in the way of violence or rage. He has a certain aura about him, and his slow, deliberate way of speaking is key to this. From the spellbinding first scene at Connie's wedding, Vito sets himself apart from the crowd with his unique voice. Vito's voice in The Godfather is almost a mumble at times, but this makes all those around him lean closer as they hang on his every word. Only someone so powerful could get away with speaking so softly and slowly while still holding his audience in the palm of his hand. This is something that Michael never quite masters, as he's prone to bursts of rage which show the cracks in his facade. The difference between Vito and Michael's voices and patterns of speech reflects the personal differences between the two men. Although he only appears in the first movie, Vito Corleone is one of the best characters in the Godfather trilogy. Brando ensures that Vito's shadow looms large over the next two movies, as Michael is plagued by comparisons to his father, even if most of these are comparisons which he thrusts upon himself. Brando was a pioneer of method acting, and the way that he immersed himself in the role of Vito Corleone certainly paid dividends. By taking Valachi's voice and adding his own distinct flavor, he created something unforgettable. His contribution to The Godfather can't be overstated.